Cause you know someone for follow up. Alright, so me I talk to Miss Jennifer Smith earlier on today. On the 4th anniversary of our son getting shot by allegedly by his a police son, get shot by his girlfriend. Police girlfriend. She was a constable, detective. Yeah? And we are run through some evidence. We are run through what we're gonna do right now. Can I talk to the mother and everything? We could just run through what she say and where she get INDECOM and everything like that. I may have some other things I run through. I show her the CT scan, I show her a little part and funeral and everything. See? So I could just run through it now. We could take time and run through some things. You know, cause something not add up. Can't add up. So I could just run through it right now. You understand? But now wait. Run through it. See? Alright, so see that I am, yeah? We have that. Yeah, we have the INDECOM file. This are the disk. Where as she have it, see me have it here. CT scan this, you know. Right? So see there. See there? This. See there? See there? You understand? So them give it to her, the mother. And you see the date? See there? You understand? So in pass of should say the 23rd in pass, yeah. So well, she have the CT scan. So Jamaica what this do. Alright? So we run through him thing. We run through the file. We run through something and dissect it. Let me run through this first. I'm gonna play this first. See me? It's a part-time funeral. I'll play this first. So so that's a part of this. So I just run through them, yeah. And then we're gonna dissect something, you know. Alright, so it's a that. This me just a show now. Yeah. Leave the mother for grieve, but no answer. You understand? And it's so funny. Yeah. So I run through it. Because you know we have the evidence of the thing and you know. Alright, so I could run through this when very important. So when I see him? Alright. So I could run through this. We are gonna run through this, you know. Come on, make gonna say everything. So when we run through it, we know what is what, yeah? And make we hear with this right so. Right? Go up in the top. Good. Wide. Alright, so make we hear because she get a statement too, you know. She get a statement. So alright. So make we see the statement were collected by INDECOM factual summary. On February the 17th, 2017. About 3:14 a.m., District Constable Duran Smith of Spanish Town Police Station was shot and injured by his colleague, woman Detective Constable Kemeisha Smith. Right? After he drove to her residence at the Aviola Harbour, St. Catherine, for a purpose of retrieving a jerk pan. Now me talk to the mother say, yes, she lend me a jerk but I don't retrieve the jerk pan, because jerk pan never that come up on them thing there, right? Alright, so this are the statement where them get. Detective K. Smith asserted that after Duran exit his vehicle and enter her yard, she saw a man dressed in full black approach Duran from behind with a firearm point in his direction. When you hear this? She saw a man, you know. Just watch this. And so observing, she withdrew her private license firearm and discharged a single round in the direction of the man. Duran fell to the ground. After observing her surrounding for a short time, she ran to Duran. Now, let me tell you something now, police lady, a detective. You come like Milanine. If you in your house, and that's how you live, people know you and them thing, because we just run through enough little things, eh? And you in your house and him a come to you, right? And him come through the gate. If a man in a black and them thing, then just draw and point a gun in him direction. And you fire one round and they catch him in the film neck. Him tell him a 6 foot something and you are 5'4" or something around there, because shorter. And they catch him in the film neck and half of the man need a fire. This don't make no sense neither. Alright, I could go through this. One single round, you know. You run fell to the ground. And then you run after observing your surrounding for a short time. She run to Duran. That alone give her something neither. Because if a man did want to shoot him and point a gun, why the man don't open fire? You open a fire as a female, that ain't gonna make a man run. You have a gun and just open up one single round and a man run. Instead of pump bull him fire for you and then fire back when the man will drop. The man does, you just in a just one direction, you look and then run to him. That mean you're the half yard to with all your gun. It don't make no sense. So you run to him direction. Remember here what you say? Pull him to the veranda. That mean you either leave yourself open up to get gunshot. All this alone when I read up here, so that don't make no sense. So that man a tall and thing and you pull him to your veranda. Pull him up to the veranda, then transport him to the Spanish Town Hospital for medical attention. Just listen. Having assessed the evidence available, the commission conclude that the evidence does not reveal a prima facie case having a realistic prospect of conviction accordingly. It is the commission recommendation that no criminal charges to be laid discriminately action taken against woman Detective Constable Kemeisha Smith in respect of this complaint. It was further recommended that the matter be referred to the office of the special coroner for that office to decide whether an inquest are to be held. Now, does this alone where you give and INDECOM come say this? This don't make no sense. This itself don't make no sense none at all. Alright, so I can go down in some things now. When me see there, we should talk, when me want to read out, and make me see something now. District Constable, they run, let me see, relationship with Detective Kemeisha Smith. Both officers work at Spanish Town Station and have been together for about 3 years. So they're my friend. Wanna see this? Deceased would sometimes sleep at Kemeisha's house. Yeah? Yeah, so it shows say he sleep there. Kemeisha would sometimes sleep at Mistress Smith's house. Yeah? Kemeisha would sometimes borrow her vehicle to run errands. And then uno talk foolishness. After arriving home on the evening of Friday, February the 16th, Duran told her that he would be leaving out Kemeisha. She understood that to mean that there was conflict between both parties and that he wanted to separate. Mr. Smith responded that Duran should not leave his jumper down there. She recalled that in December, she and Duran had taken a jerk pan at Kemeisha's house sometime after 8 p.m. She retired to bed, leaving Duran in the living room. She woke up, slumber about 3 a.m. Friday the 17th and realized that her car was not parked behind Duran's vehicle. And she had left it. Only Duran on that Civic motor vehicle was present. Inability to locate her keys indicate that it was Duran who had had her car. She sent him a text message but did not get a response. And entering the living room, she realized that both of his phone were on the center table. So he don't have the phone. At 5 a.m. that morning, she received a telephone call from Kemeisha and a number which she cannot recall and which she doesn't know to be Kemeisha communicated that Duran had been shot and was at the Spanish Town Hospital. Asked who shot Duran, she communicated that she, Kemeisha, did. Mrs. Smith communicated that she could not make it so early on a taxi And such, Kemeisha told her that she would pick her up. 20 minutes later, Kemeisha, along with a man and a woman, arrived thereafter. They proceed to mention hospital. They mention hospital. Mr. Smith noticed a small spot of smudge, blood, on the back right door, which appeared as if it had been caused by a finger. In the emergency area, she saw Duran and observed a spot on the left side of his neck, which resembled an iron burn. She asked Duran what happened. He stated that he was in the car, when he saw someone running towards him. He ran from the car, which was parked at Kemeisha yard, and into her yard. Kemeisha opened the door and fired, however, said discharge impact him. That's funny, because the woman said she go down there and she get something from there. Duran was admitted in Spanish Town Hospital, remained there until his death. And at the night of February the 23rd, 2017, during this time at the hospital, Kemeisha would visit and stay with him throughout the night. And the night of his death, Mrs. Smith left the hospital at about 8 p.m., leaving behind Kemeisha, who told her that she would leave at 11 p.m. And 11 p.m. or 12 p.m., about an hour after her departure, she received a call from doctor who told her that Duran had died. Eh? So you talk to him good and him just dead, so? She returned to the hospital some 15 minutes later. She did not see Kemeisha upon her return. Mr. Smith and over Duran's OIA smartphone to Miss Stephanie Hutchinson of the Independent Commission of Investigation, INDECOM. Mr. Smith noted that Kemeisha was driving her Mr. Smith car when she picked her up on the morning of Duran's was shot. On Thursday, March 9, 2017, Mrs. Smith attended Morgan's funeral home in Spanish Town, identified the body of her son, Duran Smith, in the presence of pathologist Dr. Permanic, Mr. Lauren Campbell of INDECOM, Sergeant Guy and Old Harbor Police Station, Detective Constable L. Tenant of Spanish Town, Scene of Crime Office. Mr. Smith is the father of the deceased, Duran Smith. Duran residing resident of Mr. and Miss Smith, located at, I have to read out the part there. Sean Smith. Other son, Jamai Smith, also reside at the premises. Duran was he was a district constable attached to Spanish Town Police Station. Yeah, close female associates of Duran and Kemeisha Smith would sometimes visit the home of Mistress Smith. Yeah? And them tell you when. Now, Mrs. something will catch my eye in that paper, yeah. See? Mrs. something, I just run through it. Because I run through a next paper where it tell you something, Where she said, them shot there, so. When them a question, I say, I can't find it for no. And it no make no sense, It no make no sense, none at all. All right, so let me see the, yeah, man. Let me see this investigation that deceased was not able to speak as he normally would, and being asked what occurred. That man in Duran state that he went to his friend's house to collect something. While he was entering the yard, he saw a male running towards him, causing him to run. Beat down the door, knocking up the door for her to open the same. By this time, she said it is closer. Look on this. The previous mentioned man who was close in full black was now in the yard and running towards him. She opened the door, came out, fire a shot. So if him that beat on the door, me not understand this. So if him say ma beat the door, she say she come out, open that and fire and him drop down the and she drive him to the veranda. So if him a beat the door, you gotta drive him to a veranda. Say for the man said this before him dead. Well on there. Well on, February conduct an interview with Mr. Duran Smith while he was admitted in Spanish Town Hospital. Hear this. And listening of this of the said recording, the following was garnered. That the deceased was not able to speak as he normally would, and begin ask what occurred that morning. Duran state that he went to his friend's house to collect something. While he was entering the yard, he saw a male running towards him, causing him to run, beat down the door. So she said she fire shot this on him, a man behind him and come out and this. But this not right. You are beat on the door. That means you dead at the door itself. You know, I open the grill for go let him in or something. Knock up the door for her to open the same. By this time, the previously mentioned man who was clothed in full black was now in the yard. So the man come to the yard running towards him. That mean him did a good a length from him. She opened the door, came out and fire a shot around. The one answer in the negative. When asked if the man he saw was chasing him, he indicate that said man appeared to be a thief. In that he was dressing like a thief. Right? Him dressed like a thief. Someone understand this. That round that she fire struck him, Duran. So if him there hear Dora beat it down, how the round catch him? More know how the round catch him. Something wrong. Something wrong here, so. Yeah? I remember say something. When asked if she fired at him, Duran, he responded that he was unable to say whether she fired at him, Duran, or at the man he previously mentioned, as she did not aim. The incident occurred quickly, that he could not. When we reach, when say quickly, that he could not say if her gun went off. So him still pick up fear, but she might beat on the door, but she get a different statement up there, so. Let me look through them statement here. And them not see discrepancies and appear them statement here, man. That he did live in the premises at which he was shot. Him did not live there. Him live there because she said she lived there. Him live there with her. He reside in, it show you where him reside. That he went to the resident about 3 a.m. 3:15 a.m. the morning. And when asked if the friend whom he visit was his girlfriend, he respond in negative and state that she was his friend. But the matter, them are you still up there, so them say them at 3 years, them attack for. The Constable Smith has known to deceased Duran Smith for about 3 years. Yeah? He was a district constable. Yeah? Station at Spanish Town, Spanish Town. Yeah? Station at Spanish Town Hospital. She know Mistress Sean Smith to be the mother of Duran. Detective Constable Smith reside located at that me not have to talk about that. I have the whole about this happen, right? Yeah. Kitchen, bedroom, that and that. Remember see Thursday now. But I run through the whole of this, when she talk the same with the youth talk, because the youth did not talk. The youth should even dead, The man talk about the jerk pan, for just leave off this, all right. More go through something, I'm going to show you something else. When I read, what mark out when I read, and it don't make no sense. They both rush towards Duran. All right, so 6. Okay, so remember this. Because she said she wake up her daughter, I think. Let me go down here, so. All right. So you saw February that slumber about 1 a.m. since Duran was expected to pick up. Okay. And Thursday, February, this is from she now. Yeah? PM. This is from she went to bed at 11 p.m. But I rose from her slumber at about 1 a.m. since Duran was expected to pick up the jerk pan which belonged to Mistress Sean Smith. She did not want to be asleep, as she would not be able to hear him when he arrived. Sometime after, she observed when Duran motor car arrived at the gate. Una listen this now. She thought now. She took up her license firearm and as a security measure and opened the grill and the front door to her house. By that time, Duran had not yet exit his vehicle. Remember, Duran talked to them, And I said, beat on the door, run for a beat. After him, I go back in the car and run to him. She moved away. She moved away from the front door and went to see if Duran had exited his vehicle. At this time, she had her firearm under her arm, still being careful. Duran exited the vehicle and was approaching through the gate. But that Duran just say, while he walked through said gate, however, she saw a man walking quickly behind Duran. She said, what now? With an object resembling a firearm pointing at Duran. The man behind Duran uttered, "Pussy, don't move." And Duran looked in his direction, and run towards Detective Constable Smith. And observing what was unfolding, Detective Constable Smith withdrew her firearm from under her arm and fired one shot in the direction of the man in fear of Duran's life, her life, and that of her daughter, who was inside sleeping. Duran dive to the ground, but them say fell there, so she say fell up there, so when them attack, dive to the ground, and she look around for several seconds to see if the man had departed. After her 13-year-old daughter appeared and stood out beside. Now, if you see a man with a gun, you only make your 13-year-old daughter come outside, and you're most afraid and call police back up and thing, because you won't even go out there, even if you see him drop. You as a woman and you go clear. Alright? Let me see what you say, yes or no. They both rush towards Duran. So when you leave on yourself, you and your 13-year-old daughter, leave on yourself, open up to any elements. That means the man gone or something. Right? Duran appeared to be hurt, as he was not moving. She helped him towards the veranda, and after so doing, she realized that there was blood in his neck region. She instructed her daughter, now I forgot her name, to apply pressure to Duran's neck while she secured the key for the vehicle. That means she go out there and go for the key for the vehicle then, because they don't left it. So with all these things, that we don't know if the man gone in a bush, if he make a fire pan her or not, but I just one single shot fire and a man in a black. So that she could transport him to Spanish Town Hospital. Upon arrival at the hospital, Duran was attended by Dr. Salami. Detective Constable Smith left her phone at home, and as such, she said doctor to allow her to make a call, and make the call herself, Spanish Town Police Station, to report the incident. Several attempts to report the matter failed. A female doctor whose name she is unable to recall made further attempt and successfully report the matter to the station. Corporal Smith and Constable Edward later arrived at the hospital and received a report from Detective Constable Smith. She borrowed a phone from another individual and called Mistress Smith and informed her that her son was in the hospital. After remaining at the hospital for some time, several officers, inclusive of Sergeant Bennett, arrived and inquired into what had occurred, and she made a report in that regard. That Sergeant Leroy Guy also arrived and later escorted her to the Portmore police station, where she was interviewed by this officer. She went to Dr. Wall's office, and she was not feeling well. After so doing, she returned to the Portmore police station, where she was interviewed by INDECOM personnel and give a brief report. But I mean, I understand them thing because the world when me I read, when they come right, it a conflict everything. Because the youth say, them talk to him, and him run, me can go look, man, him run and knock down a door and everything when a man in a full black. But me just go and go through this. See? Make the people them see it, you know. What took place and signed the declaration at 4 p.m. Detective Superintendent Fitz Richards, along with personnel from INDECOM, escorted her to the house and took picture of the incident. Boy, this not right now this. Not at all. Not right in this. That by the time the one exit the vehicle, she was opening the gate and was exiting through it. Oh, you open the gate when him say you say you open it and you go sit down back. So what kind of thing this may I read? Say you open the gate and I exit but through it. When am I open gate? Exiting through it. While exiting the gate, she saw a man dressed in full black, punch up behind Duran with what appeared to be a firearm in his hand. After hearing a utterance, pussy don't move, Duran ran towards her. Both men were approaching her and she opted to charge her firearm. So she saw charge her firearm in the belief that Duran's life was in danger. She fired one round from her license firearm once. She had a clear shot. But this don't make no sense. Can I read something up there, so when I read here, so she in the house when the youth are at the door, and yes, I know she outside and see man just appears up, and she have a clear shot. Yeah? But Duran talk to them and tell them something different too. That after she fire, she observed Duran fell to the ground outside. And that the other person went to the left of the house. By this time, her daughter had awoken and was looking around the house. You gotta look around the house. If it's a gunman with a gun where you say run down, rush up on a man, you gotta look around the house, so you look around the house and can get a gunshot in your face. This don't make no sense. She Kemeisha pulled Duran to the veranda while the point in the firearm. While the point in the firearm, you pull out a 6 feet man, how much pound him weigh? You shot and you pull him side because you the same car move up there so and point the firearm, point it in a which direction. She asked her daughter to put pressure on the area at which Duran was shot. That she removed the key from his back pocket. And in back pocket it said no, then no, okay, so him that come out of the car. And Duran had told her that the keys were thereafter. She and her daughter took him to his or her vehicle. You should have said his vehicle, where them slash as her vehicle. And transport him to the Spanish Town Hospital. At the hospital, she spoke to doctor and attempt to make a contact with Spanish Town Police Station. So, may I read some different Anansi story here, so. And it don't even make no sense. You understand? That she has 2 firearms, a private license firearm and a JCF affiliated firearm. That before the night, people no crosses, you know. That before the night. Sorry about that, yeah? Let me just continue. You want me reach? Firearm. That before the night of the incident, she last saw Duran the night prior. That is February the 16th at work. She is unable to recall if they spoke to each other. However, that she came to know Duran through being stationed and working at the same police station. She had a close working relationship with him. When asked if she had more than a working relation with Duran, she stated that she did not wish to answer that question. And the advice of her attorney, both she and Duran work in the same section of the police station. Detective Constable Smith work at Sisoka while Duran work in the criminal investigation branch CIB. She has known Duran for about 3 years, but opted not to reveal the nature of the relationship she and him have. So the mother tell me already and we know, say, right, both attorney and them thing there. You see? All right. So let me go to one next. Let me see what number that 8. Let me just go down here so because I be a mix up thing I go on in this, you know. I will make open a one here. Me see the next one but mark come on go through, you know, because I can go 20, I don't know. That Duran visitor frequently, sometimes even 7 days a week. She know that Duran once reside at her home for about 3 months. That on the morning in question, she did not call Duran to find out what time he would be arriving. She know that she had her phone with her, but she did not see a call from him. It is normal for her to take her firearm with her into the living room since there is a large window through which person on the outside can peer through. That on seeing that Duran was outside, she took up the firearm from the couch, and kept it as a security measure. So the place where you live in, you just take it up and you keep it as a security measure too, you have. And that she then opened the door and the grill. She would normally have her firearm with her and open the door at night and morning. She was able to sit in her coach and see Duran car when it arrived. Duran park at her gate. That she opened the grill and door. She observed Duran exit the car. As he saw exit, he observed when someone appeared near to the back of the car. So him that run that him run and knock down the door and everything. But he paid to the back and the car not so long. The back of the car, you sit down and you see this. Of the car and began approaching Duran. Now you say run. But began approaching him come at the back of the car with a firearm. Also point in his direction. You say something appear. You so much thing them have here, so. I be a mix up thing this. Me I read with INDECOM and them I say them to find this a foolishness. This said man was approximately an arm length away from Duran. So if you have a gun, people look on this. Look on this. Look on the so. This said man was approximately an arm length away from Duran. So how Duran did see him come and say pussy don't move and him run and him and knock down your door when Duran tell them something. Up here so. But you say they are arm length and not far. And you stretch out your arm is an arm length and you still the man not shoot, no fire, no shot or nothing and you fire a shot. But you still Duran tell INDECOM send and knock down the door for you open it because the man a run come in the yard. Me not understand nothing at all so when INDECOM right. How will them take from money? Nothing at all. It don't make no sense. That she was in the state of panic when she saw the man. She was not able to see the man's face clearly. Hear this now. He was dressed in full black and had on a hoodie. Me backside. So this is a different thing again. This man was close behind Duran. She wasn't able to approximate the distance between said men. She just say arm length. Don't you say arm length up here, so? And you couldn't say a distance. If it's an arm length, it's an arm length. You know how long his arm. It does say arm length up here, so. See? That at one point, Duran was not obstructing her in such a way that she could not fire. So never another way. That when she fired at the man, Duran was not obstructing. But a one shot alone you fire, and him have gone and return back the fire. It was dark at the time. She could not recall whether the street light in the vicinity were working at the time. But when you sit down in your chair, you see clearly. But now with dark, you couldn't see the street light. Hey, yo, Jamaica is not a real place. Because I one thing I read out, I just read, but they are number 9. But when I read from number 1 to number 9, the whole thing change. They may have some Nancy story. Wanna see this? She could not recall whether the street light in the vicinity were working at the time. You live there, so why you couldn't recall? The light and the veranda was not on. So if the street light now working at dark, oh you see Duran. And oh you see the man and him just in a full black. In a darkness. So you're coming like a old pattern you have. Eh? This don't make no sense none at all, you know. And at this INDECOM, I not see nothing for yo. Hey, Jamaica, yeah, lady, you forget. No, sir. No, sir. This a joke. This a joke. Me never forget no more, you know, because the case is closed, you know. You understand? This a case is closed. Yeah? Duran had not yet reached the veranda. Now did Duran reach the door at any time. So she a get a different thing. All right, watch me, you know. You always say him not reach the veranda now the door at any time. Him not reach it, you know. Duran fell to the ground in the yard near to the veranda. After she fired, she gazed to her left and right, then ran towards Duran and pull him to the veranda. Now, a man a bigger, heavy, or him heavy. Him a 6 foot, I don't know, say I carry some weight. Right? And you just gears and leave. Because if you are pull him, you could not pull him. This was one and just a pull. So because him say him drop and like him did not out first or something. And you pull him to the veranda. And you just look up and just left and right and pull him to the veranda. What this tell your people? You know, see them and take the no man, this plain as daylight, you know, man. You can't see at the time, you don't know if the street light did light, but you can't tell where everything else. But you don't know, say you're a street light and you live there. And your veranda light never on, but you sit down and pull the door and pull the gate and you see him. But then when I say something different. So I go back to where then when I say. So you make the gears left and right and then you run and pull Duran towards the veranda with the aid of your daughter. She then removed Duran's car key from its pocket. She still had her firearm in her hand. So you use one hand and pull him. You must say a piece of car, must say like a piece of car or something. Yeah? That after she fired, the man she saw went to the left of her yard. So a man never in her yard and went to the left of her yard and him have a gun. And you fire and go pull a man. And you tell me something. And I know after you reach the station, you call police. You don't call for backup as a police. And you're a detective. What you said to me don't make no sense, girl. You don't call for no police or nothing because you see a gunman in your yard and one of your colleagues get hit. You understand? Yeah, your fiancé get hit and by you, but you don't call no backup or nothing. Thereafter, she took Duran to hospital. She observed that Duran had a wound to his side of his neck. That her daughter was in the car while she was transporting Duran to hospital. While being transported to the hospital, Duran told her, Kemeisha, to drive fast. After arriving at the hospital, the doctor on duty attempt to make contact with Spanish Town police station. So she never call no police no at all for whole hour, no way at all. The whole of this up now man in your yard with gun and you go back all your yard and thing and you still nothing. And when you reach your call, this don't make no sense. Me never read no more. The whole of this don't make no sense. Saying? This don't make no sense. Detective Smith noted that the matter was reported. After she did Spanish Town Hospital, you know. See there? Make contact with Spanish Town Police Station in an effort to report the matter. Because she drive him go there. You see me I say? Then she spoke to Duran after he arrived at the hospital. Her daughter was outside while she spoke to Duran. Additionally, she contacted Duran's mother, Mistress Smith, and told her that he had been injured. She is unable to recall if she communicated with anyone else. She is unable to say how long she remained at the hospital after taking Duran there. After leaving, she went to pick up Duran's mother. But this them don't make no sense. They don't make no sense because Duran talked to them. I'm going to go back to where Duran talk. Let me see. Let me look on one about 9 with them. Let me see where I can find where Duran talk. Let me see if I can't find that quick. Let me see where you talk. Let me see where him talk. Because, let me see this, INDECOM. Once where INDECOM take something from them. Yeah, take something from him at the hospital. Because INDECOM take something from him at the hospital. I want to see this. Spanish Town Hospital. So, let me see where INDECOM make the speech to him. See it, yeah? Interview with Duran Smith. See it there? So INDECOM interview him. Or the record interview with Duran Smith. So I can read what Duran Smith say. to INDECOM, right? Remember, him never touched the veranda, him not touched nothing at all, but him this attacking him own self. Yeah? Investigator Stephanie, that showed the INDECOM and that the deceased was not able to speak as he normally would. And being asked what occurred that morning, Duran state, so, and I like me say him could have survived a 60 lifer. State that he went to his friend's house to collect something. While he was entering the yard, he saw a male running towards him. No, me just read something, but she say, arm length with a gun. But him say see somebody run towards him. Him, they state it and it recorded. That mean them have it. While they're entering the yard, he saw a male running towards him, causing him to run. Beat down the door, knock up the door for her to open the same. Or she say him never touch the veranda and the door. No, him see it, him must say it, him beat down the door, knock down the door for him to do the same. This is more than set up. Eh? By this time, the previously mentioned man who was mentioned man who was close. Yeah, so by this time, the previous man, when you see it, him there close, you know. Close. Let me see this, Duran. Let me just sketch back this. Let me do that Duran state. So a Duran attack, you know. Closing full back. He was closing full back. Him said the man closing a full back was now in the yard. So then when I beat on the door and the man reaching at the yard now and running towards him. She opened the door, came out and fired a shot around. The man answer in the negative. When asked if the man he saw was chasing him, he indicated that said that the man appeared to be a thief, that he was dressed like a thief, that the round that she fired struck him. When asked if she fired at him, Duran, he responded that he was unable to say whether she fired at him or at the man previously mentioned, as she did not aim. So you see this? Incident happened quickly. So he might tell you how them attack to them and he might tell you. Remember see this where them put you so. Because him say him go knock the door. The biggest thing him say him go beat on her door. But she say, I know the yard so him get shot. And she drive to the veranda, him never touch it none at all. So if you go, say you go beat on the door, I go knock on the door, and alright. Remember see this now? Remember see this? Sergeant, this are the sergeant and them thing there, right? These are the sergeant. So, me could see what I go on here, so. Let me see what them say. Thursday, February the 16th. Sergeant guy was scheduled for duty between the hours of 6 p.m. February the 16th at an 8 a.m. Friday the 17th. He received information about the shooting at 6 a.m. As a result of information he received, he attended the mentioned residence, which he owned the detective. So, you see what going on here, so? This, boy, I don't know, right now, when I run through this, is an open and shut case. Because a case, me hold it on it, you know. I want to go and read it because I'll be a foolishness going here, so. You understand? This are definitely foolishness going right here, so. See? So it with too much people here, so. A man in a black, you know, find, you know, call the police, you know, think nothing at all. All right, see, let me see yes or no. Information received. He attended the mentioned residence, which is owned by Detective Constable Kemeisha Smith. On arrival, he observed that the front gate to the solid concrete dwelling structure, which had a veranda, and the front was open, and blood was apparently present on the step of the veranda. And receiving further information, he proceeded to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he saw and spoke to Detective Constable Smith, who made report to him. He also seized the 2 firearms which were in her possession at the time of the shooting. Glock pistol bearing the serial number, that, and then license firearm, yeah, which was the property of the Jamaica Constable Force, the government. In light of report I've received, he commenced investigation into case of assault at common law and shooting injury of DC Duran Smith. He also observed DC Duran lying on his back in an ambulance suffering from a gunshot wound to the left side of his neck. Detective Sergeant Guy made contact with St. Catherine Scene of Crime Unit and investigators of the INDECOM. He thereafter escort Detective Constable K. Smith and the firearm to the Greater Portmore Police Station personnel in the command St. Catherine Scene of Crime team who were under supervision of Double Corporal Miller Hunter. Later arrived at the location. Detective Sergeant Guy spoke to INDECOM and Scene of Crime investigation team and handed over the firearm. And INDECOM investigators who seized label and returned them to him at 3 p.m. that same day. See? I have some other things to go show you, you know. Because when we run through the whole of them things, it doesn't make no sense. Alright, so I could see some evidence now about this scene of crime investigation shooting occurred Monday, that government forensic laboratory examination. The firearm were tested, forensic expert data team. Therefore, it returned to Sergeant Guy, who then brought them to Old Harbor safekeeping. Alright, post-mortem examination. The 9th, March the 9th, 2017. Post-mortem examination was conducted by Dr. Permanick and the body of Duran Smith, Morgan's funeral home examination. Mr. Smith's body was found to have sustained gunshot injury wound to the middle third of the lateral neck without any gunpowder deposition. So the gunpowder, that means she depend on a little distance when she shoot him. Yeah? You put it near to him, you know, it leak me from gunpowder mark or burning or something. Umbilic liner graze abrasion over the left shoulder. Over the left shoulder. Graze abrasion over the left knee. And abrasion over the inner aspect of the right leg. Abrasion, eh? The cause of death was obtained to be shock and hemorrhage. Now, if a shock and hemorrhage, you get shot from the 17th, the 23rd. We're going back now to the Ministry of Health now. That's about the matter about man affair. Eh? Oh, if you have hospital no CT scan, oh, the man never get to do, them not do operation from this man or nothing at all. Eh? You send him from one place to a next place to a next place. The mother of the disc. Come just show the disc. So we leave from that and go on to this. So hear this. Hemorrhage. Spinal injury. Single gunshot wound to the neck. One expended copper jacket bullet. Blood and stomach content were removed from the body of the deceased and sent to the government forensic laboratory. So the man dead there, and the man get the man dead. What this a slide go up? The man dead like this. Right there. Seeing this coming like this more seen several firearm and other ballistic material. Let me see. The cause of death, yeah, okay. Several firearm and other ballistic material in relation to the fatal shooting of the deceased were transported to the government facility for examination, finding relevant to this inquiry follow that the service 9mm Luger Glock pistol number, which was in the possession of at the time of the incident, was not fired Our service pistol. The house pistol shoot fire. Look here. Look here. Look here. The service 9mm Glock pistol, which was in the possession of, was not fired. So that not fire. So the service Glock pistol not fire. What fire? Me not understand it. Fatal shooting of Duran Smith. But that. So you don't go tell me so one no fire. Several fire I'm testing or whatever, but you say it no fire. So me not understand this neither. So the service Glock pistol no fire. What fire? Who should the gun fire? You know, say that one fire. Why you say the service Glock pistol in our position? It no fire. Me not understand this neither. This me not understand. It no fire. But him get shot and they get what and what. So me not understand if that no fire. What go on? Eh? What go on? This what on there? Position, Constable Kemeisha, that. We're label A and B, respectively. The box firearm handed to Sergeant Guy. So you say it no fire, right? Which way in the position? Boy, I not understand this. Me not understand this. When me read, the more me read through this thing here, this a clear shot. Examination. Mention funeral home. Me not even very about funeral home. This is some mother and all kind of things and one bag of thing. You see me I say? Them thing are no. But all them mean that the Glock pistol never fire. The gun never fire. But the whole of them thing, it funny. So if it not fire, that mean the man. That means something can him deliver the yard there. And she live there. She not call the police. If man a run down for the man and him look like a thief. One man a just thief, your police live in the yard and them thing. That this no make no sense. Them no make no sense. When you look now, the youth, the hospital. And the mother said, he might come on and when you look now, him end up dead. Oh, that again we don't know. That again we don't know. See? See the youth there? He end up dead. Eh? Take him for go serve and everything and then see that? See me here? See him end up here? Eh? This is where him end up. This is where him end up. You understand? And then when them tell the people, them be a foolishness. Be a foolishness, you know? Young youth not even live no life yet. You see that? Die young, same way too, you know. Car 89 and drop out from 2017. You see that? Same drop out young. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So these are the boy may I tell you. And all them do, you know, you just come and you just get something like this and then like you don't want to close the people then case 4 years. People them for us wait and see it there. You gonna lift him up and bury him. Yeah, no, just that alone. See it? See that? Eh? Jamaica can't run so because he might get a report and they might get conflicting reports and all kind of things happen. See? You understand? All kind of things happen. And where she has to make no sense. Yeah? Where she has to make no sense. The mother have the disc. The mother, alright. He get the shot. Him get a shot. You look how much mistake she make now. Him get a shot. And you know as a police, a detective, train. And you and you're female. A man can just see a man, the man go off for a car key, nothing. If him that rob and him have a gun. You could have fire one shot and make a man run. Him see you as a woman and you just bow. And then you in your statement, can you see when the car drive up and everything. But you can't remember every street like that because your veranda dark and them thing. But yesterday the man come and knock on the door for you let him in and the man come to the yard. Say in advance and then she fire shot come in the door. Then you know you hear something else. Me just can't understand. Say the man dressed in a black. And just a wait. And they've never car come at this time and say a car, no know who in the car. And you live there so, them that knows the police live there so. And you and your daughter. And them just come out. I hear the mother say, them him must say, I leave her out for, you know, and wow. See? No, him get shot. She own him same way. Mother leave him good, come back, and doom. All them things are foolishness. See me, huh? See me, huh? Foolishness. With the disc, Mother send the disc. All this foolishness, the whole of this are foolishness. You see me, I say? The disc, no. Them say them go do a CT scan at the neck. See the disc, yeah? Showing the disc. See that? I share it all now. Nobody never read it. From Spanish Town Hospital, go up a UA and them do the scan. Watch the disc. Look on the disc. Look here. 4 years now, just have it. They never make no sense. Look here. See the disc, eh? And this is how Jamaica run. What the lady do, she must give them night right now. So I see it there. So you don't know, so the shot in IMC, man, it for move, it for remove or something. But it remain. See it there? You see it? So from when she had the disc? From the 17th, from him get shot, and she still have the disc. Cause when them send him from Spanish Town to up a U if we go do a CT scan. None of the hospital. And them do it, and then them send him down a public. None of the junior doctor them couldn't read the disc. So them send him back a Spanish Town. This are the 17th, and him dead the 23rd. This is a shame. All them do, give him something like this. Like this. Eh? And that she get back. That's how she get back. Saying? That's how she get. You understand? So, him just cut out and just scan, and then with them attack, everything with them attack, it don't make no sense. See it? Cut out young youth. Bad man. See me? See me I say? And you know hear nothing about that. You can't sweep the woman thing under the carpet, so man. And about Karina. When she attack and with them say a different thing. Alright, so me hear say now, hear the bigger shocker now. Me say she get promoted and them send her a town. She get promoted and send her town. People like promoting, me tell you so. You have some big man, it's some khaki clothes, man. You see the woman them, if you stuck up to them, you get promoted fast. And you rise in a rank. Yeah. You understand? And a gunman that, where him see in a full black. And she say, couldn't see face have a hoodie. So you have a hoodie, you know, so somebody will come. Him mother say, him get a take, a matter of fact, I call the mother. I call her, I forgot to talk to her right now. I have to talk to her, I couldn't talk, but I couldn't hear this. What on there? Well, I just call her. I call her, because I have to wrap up the case there, you know. You understand? The man have a hoodie. She says she not see no face. She not see. Hold on, I have to talk to the mother 1 minute. Hello, Miss Smith, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm okay.
All right. Just a talk about the son, right? All right. Me just run through the whole of this thing, but the whole of this thing where INDECOM right, it not up, man. What am I doing foolishness, man?
Yeah.
You can't turn on your radio a little bit. You can't turn on your radio a little bit. In the background.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The whole of this are foolishness. So I'm going to talk back to the mother. Yeah, you can't hear me now. All right. So.
Yes.
She said him that come for jerk pan. Him that go for in a jerk pan?
I don't know, but I know a jerk pan was down there for us.
Yes.
And he was to go for it.
But for the same night, you know I tell you, yeah, hello? Yeah, man, I have to talk to her, man, so I have to hear her, you know? You see me I say? Them thing here, Jamaica can't run so. And him could have saved. The Ministry of Health, we are talking about this a police just lose him life, so. You understand? If for them big guys, you a different thing and all kind of thing happen over it. You see me I say? Seeing? Yeah, but me just call her back. So me can't get her back. Like her phone are not up. And my phone go wild. You don't make the phone go wild, yeah? Everything good. You see me I say? Alright. So she have a jerk pan. I'm going to see what the mother say. Hello, Miss Smith. You can hear me? You hear me? All right. Yeah, man. All right, you're up back now. All right, so the night in question, him that go for the jerk pan? He never tell you that?
I don't know. I left him in the chair after we had a discussion in the evening. As I said, when I came home the evening, I saw him home. And I parked my vehicle behind his home, and we were inside having a conversation, and I left him there at about 7 and got to bed. Only when I wake up in the morning, as I said, going to work, I realized that my vehicle wasn't out there. I could calling him and not getting him on his phone. When I got towards the living room, I noticed his phone was there. So I didn't worry myself because I said, once him know that I'm going to work and I can depend on him because he know I leave out 5:15. So when him come, when the time he will come back with the vehicle, and only 5 o'clock when I got the call. So we didn't have no discussion about the jerk on that evening.
So it's so funny that him leave him phone. When you look on the text on him phone, what the text tell you? What the text?
No, I did not read the text there because their phone, when the shooting, INDECOM came to the house and she took the phone. But before INDECOM took the phone, I guess she came here the day because the phone left, so INDECOM took the phone. So based on what, when INDECOM, they're the one that got through the phone. I don't have any access going through the phone.
Oh.
So is INDECOM let me know that they saw a text there where somebody tell him to come to Avery at 11 o'clock.
Oh, somebody text him and tell him to come down there 11. Oh. Yes. But, okay. And then she never call you. She don't call the police. And me just hear that them see her up on CCTV. In a Spanish town must go after your son get shot, go there must 2 or 3 times before. Them have up on CCTV. Yes. Me hear about that too. You understand? That's before she carry her son go to hospital. But me I say if you say you see a man, if you, that after him get shot, you me say she go to Spanish town. Before him go to hospital, go down there, I don't know where she go and then come back and then go back. You understand? But me say you have some footage talk about there. Yeah. But before that though, it puzzles me though. She leave her phone. She not gonna leave you going on nothing. Your phone important. You not call the police. No all have a police because you see strange man in a black suit, pint gun. And then she have time to go out, go draw him. That means she'll leave herself open. You couldn't see a man with a gun. You fire one shot, bow. And then him just run from you. Him not open fire upon nobody. And you and your little 13-year-old daughter drive him come at the veranda. It don't even make no sense to me. It me can't follow it, me don't know, but something it just can't right, it not add up. INDECOM, this not add up none at all. And a serious thing, it not add up, man. This not add up none at all, yeah? This can't add up. How tall she is? How tall him is? Around 6 foot? How tall than that? 6 foot something, right?
I think he's 6 something. I don't even know that he's so tall until INDECOM say it to me.
Okay, I'm tall. You seem to how tall she is.
I know I am 5'5" something and he's taller than me.
No, how tall the lady is?
She's shorter than me.
You are 5'5" and she's shorter than you. Say anything under 5'5", 5'4", 5'3". And she make one shot and say she shot him in the film neck. And if you go for somebody taller than you, and the upstairs house she living at? I just have flat up. Okay. Flat. And she has shot and it go right in the film left side of the film neck. Right? And them are saying dead from hemorrhage and what have you and some spinal thing. If them did do if them could have do the operation from 5 days before that, he would die. He would maybe them just stop them thing about for shock and hemorrhage. Then you could have made somebody stay there and just bleed out or inside and them things. That is wicked, that is evil. You understand? Yeah. And you still have the disc. I know nobody not read it.
No.
But you know up and down. So from Spanish Town Hospital,
to use university hospital to KPH and back to Spanish Town.
And them tell you them can't read the disc.
Yeah.
But them say they go do CT scan. And nobody, him not operated and not, them just have him there.
So, he died with a gunshot.
Wicked. You understand? But the story not add up here. That's the world knows that the story not add up. It don't make no sense. The world knows that this don't make no sense. Police, JSF, you know, better than this. You understand? Them cases now you can't sweep them under the carpet. It now go so. Because we are opening up the whole case. And the story we share is a story that you know, is like a Nancy and Tukuma story. Because it don't make no sense. It can't make no sense. If me, in a one state, you say you fire a shot because you're afraid of your daughter life in the house. But there's still police and I tell them, me have a friend where him get 16 gunshot. 68 shot but 16 hold upon him. Businessman, you know. Time used to press all on the record label and thing. Yeah, man. And him get shot at Wellington Town. If I leave, him live in Florida now. Right? And police tell him to leave, so him live at Haverview. And him after him come out and have a kind of iron in him and all him face twist up. Gunshot lick out teeth and chew neck and a good strong him strong. Right? Alright. Him in a film house and somebody jump in yard, in him yard, and him lick one round through him when I walk him in there, lick one round, the boy jump back through. Call the police. Police them a threaten for go lock him up. I say him shouldn't because him safe in him house. So him not under no threat. Unless somebody try enter in your house. But she now could have do one run, it a police, it fear companion. And then just took go drive. That means she leave fear herself open unless she know who in the black. Cause it don't make no sense. Detective, it don't make no sense. Because if you do that, you call police same time you get bummy. And them have to go sweep your yard for you. You understand what I say? But she leave her phone too. She said she leave her phone. That's why she have her phone for call you. And when she did the hospital, she called the police station now to make ask the doctor them to make the report. That don't make I don't want them to make John. Them don't make no sense in the Mr. Smith. Don't make no sense. So this young miss, in the thing, my sister, she used to come over here and sleep at yard. Because and him over there, she says him live there 3 months one time. 3 months. Him sky him there 7 days a week because him over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You see, sometimes you have a thing named triangle, you know. And you have some bigger man or something, but me can't tell you, say, when she said that make no sense. Can a man just disappear in a fear yard? She don't get him out. She can't get to go into the car. She have to go lift him up and drive him and put him in the car. That you understand? And then drive off with him and not care if you don't get shoot up or not. Leave all her phone. So if she get ambushed, she can't call for no backup or nothing. That don't even make no sense. People don't make no sense, you know. This stupid. It don't make no sense. Miss Smith, we have a pressure this, but we have pressure the case, man. Because let me tell you this. Me I tell them again, INDECOM is a dog without teeth, it's a whole dog. All of the teeth then drop out. You a waste of money. You understand? And then police, if you don't do this, the lady have a 2 sons and she go sign. And you go sign them up, right? For serve.
Yeah, me do it. I did it.
And this is your first born, now got 2 child, 2 kids.
Yeah.
One child left back. 2 kids, 1 child left back now. Yeah? 2 children, one child left back, yeah? And him a soldier, the one that left back.
I have a memory to live it because what happened, he got shot on the other one birthday.
Oh.
So he got shot on the brother birthday.
Oh.
So I have that to live with.
And it just bother you know me because of just two son alone you get and one just can't like that. You just want them to serve and this is what happened to you. People that not try to show you Jamaica is not a real place. You understand? And then this is not an investigation because if them have some tape with him and them can't tell you this about you want close case and put a coroner and draw you on, then this girl get promotion. You have to see who wants to see who she date now and who she talk to. Because you are running about what I know, you know. But I see who are you a date. Who are you in a, if I end of the force you date one of them khaki suit guy. Because we're going to tie up. Watch me. We're going to dig deep down in that one here. You understand? It's a must. You going to talk to you again here, ma'am?
Okay.
Alright, take care. Yeah, man, them case, you can't let go them case, yeah. Because a clear cut. You know, when you see the report, you see the boy she attack, and then she mix up herself on there, so then she can't see, she don't recall street light, she can't recall everything else. Everything else. But your veranda dark. But you know recall street light. And the man, so you know see the man in a full black if you see in a dark. That how you see that, you see the man behind him if you know recall the street light on. But you see him come out of the car and the man there arm length. But you still him reach the yard and the man a pursue come to the yard. If him there arm length can't grab the arm length is you know. Me stretch my hand on the man. If you there arm length, it's like you stand up like this and me stretch. See there? The box there arm length from me. See? So me stretch out my arm. Yeah? And it's an arm length that. So look how close him in and him have a gun. Him have it in your back. It's an arm length. Don't move pussy. Don't make no sense. But you still him run, the man fire no shot. You in a one statement to get clear view. In our next thing, the youth come say no, him a beat down for open, what have you, and you know, come out and fire shot. Same. And I me lick, him no know if you can never hear him, no know if you hear my same. But you say no, him never touch the veranda and never touch the door. You say arm length and the man the right of the car. So him run off, I run to you and I call you. And the whole thing mix up. And just, you see my show no? So them they are where they with them talk themselves. She talk, the you talk, and mom talk, and everybody. So me just show no. Where INDECOM interview and say, you understand them a dog without teeth. That's what me just read about. I be a mix up no make no sense. And the youth never have to dead. If we just fix up for hospital them, youth a serve. And if they can destroy people, kids like that. Boy, I mean, let me tell you, we have to fight for change Jamaica. And how Jamaica govern and who run the force, them and all kind of things and all this thing I run. It can't work so no more. You understand? Straight cut here, loan some me there here, keep it real. Me up.